Hi, I'm Joelle.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
nice
Welcome
to meet
to
you.
Spiritual Connections by
Thank
Joelle
you.
podcast. I'm so curious. So you reached out to me via email. How
Yeah,
did you find my podcast first, or do you know somebody who's been on? I'm curious. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
TikTok. I saw you on TikTok.
Yay! I'm so glad. I'm like,
Yeah,
yay. I love getting out there and letting people know, who I am. So I'm so grateful that I'm able to connect with you today. And I've explained before, and not many people know that having a reading on my podcast is completely free to my sitters. I just offer that because you
awesome.
guys are doing me a favor and helping me out. So
Very much
that's why,
appreciated.
of course, sometimes I ask if you've been to a medium before. I feel like you have, but
I have.
don't worry about it because we all work differently. A lot of times I work with my clairvoyance, which is the clear seeing. So they'll send me quick images and I have to interpret what they're trying to tell me, and I'll get like a sense or a feeling with it. But then it's more really for you to interpret because some things will be so out of left field for me and I just don't know. And then you'll be like, I know exactly what that is. Or sometimes
Yes.
people are like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I know, I don't know. So
Yeah.
we just go with it and we just roll with it, but know that it's just about love and getting messages from your loved ones from the other side. So that's really always my intention, or for whatever reason why you booked this, to make sure that you get what you want out of it. So I'm going to close my eyes. Sometimes I do that just to focus and start off, but a lot of times I don't need my eyes closed, but I do it just to start. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So there's quite a few people. So I feel like you have, who's stepping forward first is this mother energy. And then behind her, I feel like it's her parents and like another set of parents. So I don't know if this is like two sets of grandparents, but this mother energy feels the closest and she's the one stepping forward first. Did you lose your mom? Is your mom departed?
No.
Believe me, I've had weird things happen on my podcast with the speakers. I'll hear like spirit through the speakers. It's
Yeah.
very strange. Okay, so let me try to hone in and see better who this is. Definitely feels like an older woman who has like this blonde curly hair where you guys almost have a resemblance. So if this isn't mom, this could be grandma. She seems very quiet, that or she's timid. She just doesn't like, her presence is very well known that she comes forward to me and is comfortable coming to me. But it almost feels I'm trying to ask her to send me some things like validate, and she's just slow to do that. I don't know if it's like her personality or who she is. So we're gonna totally figure that out.
Okay.
See, this is where I get the odd things. And because it's early in the reading, it can sometimes come up later. She showed me this green coupe. I don't even know what a coupe car is. It's a car. It's like a
Okay.
green little, I might even have the color wrong, but it's just like this small little car. And I don't know if that's your car or if this is a vehicle that they drove. I don't like to bring up names because a lot of times I'm wrong.
Okay.
I used to do names all the time and be spot on. And then all of a sudden it just started like spiraling of not being on. So I was just like, you know what? Forget names. Don't even do them anymore.
Okay.
She's like, talk about Taylor. Talk about Taylor. I don't know if Taylor's a female. I don't know if Taylor's a boy or a son, or
Could it be Tyler, not
that's very
Taylor?
close. I will
My
take
daughter.
that. I will
Okay.
take that with being
My daughter is Tyler.
okay. Thank you. I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl's name. They just said it twice to me, and I thought they said Taylor. So Tyler is very close, and I will take that.
Okay.
Still trying to get who this is to you. I'm getting, it's definitely typical of that era, of that generation, that she's showing me like having a apron on and being a housewife, showing me cooking and baking, particularly I think baking. She's saying something. It's funny because the way she's saying it is like every time she's ask her about the Afghans, tell her about the Afghans. I'm like, what Afghans? And it just like how she's talking to me is so funny, how she's connecting with me because a lot of times I'll get images, but she's tell her about that. She seemed very shy at first, and now I feel like she's opening up, like she's being able to trust me a little bit. So I don't know if this was a crochet or a knitting, and you have Afghans of hers. Is this all making sense? Is this which side of the family is this? Is this dad's mom?
I'm not sure. I have
Okay.
three grandmas,
Okay.
so
Okay.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. So let's see. I feel like, do you have a son as well, or is Tyler, your daughter, super into basketball? I don't know why I saw basketball.
No,
Okay.
nobody's into basketball.
Okay. It could just be that they're athletic in general and why I saw basketball as opposed to anything else. Not really sure. They're playing a card game too. It's Gin Rubby. And the reason why I just keep going over what they're showing me is usually validation of who we're connecting with, right? But if that's not important to you, do you want me to keep digging and asking who this is, or do you want to switch and just ask them questions and just like trust and honor them and be like,
Let
okay,
let's keep going. I think I might have an idea.
okay. So I don't know why she was flipping cards and she said gin rubby. She's showing me this interesting. I have to like zoom out what she's showing me. It's like these. Okay, I thought it was a fence at first. It's not a fence. She was showing me like wood paneling in a house, like wood paneling and like the thick panels on the wall, old school 70s style, whatever,
Okay.
retro. This would be in her home. This would be something that you have a memory of. She's showing me in her kitchen. I'm like, she's giving me a tour now
Mhm.
of two dining room chairs. It could have been four, but I just saw two specifically of those yellow vinyl like kitchen chairs with the, I think it was metal legs and like the metal backing to it. This is all you would have a memory of this. Do you have any recollection or do you have an inclination of who we're connecting with?
It, it's very possible. My memories from my childhood are like iffy, if
Okay,
at best.
totally
But
fine.
but that is very possible that the chairs and the wood paneling, it's
Okay.
very possible.
I usually try to ask them something significant that you would remember. But listen, I agree with you. I always tell mediums like when they want to practice on me or work with me, I'm like, listen, I am the worst sitter. I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like half the time when spirit brings up something, it's totally not in my memory. So I get that. She makes me feel like you were very much like me. They'll try to show me my memories sometimes of when I went to my grandma's house is I would just constantly color. I would always go and find the crayons and the little coloring books and color. So I don't know if that was something that you did as well and you have a memory of coloring at your grandparents' house.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like where you grew up though, comparatively to this specific grandparent, was not close. It was like a good drive to get there.
Sometimes. Depends on what point of my life it was. My childhood,
Okay.
I moved around a lot with my mom.
I felt like when we went to go visit grandma, this would be like we would go for 2 nights or a night, like a weekend trip because it was a bit of a drive. I don't know if it was like 2.5 hours or what it was, but it was extensive where you didn't want to drive back the same day.
Yeah.
She's showing me this cottagey type house that has red brick around the bottom, like the facade of it.
I don't recall anything like that.
Okay. I'm trying to see who were the ones who were in the back as well. Grandma's still here. She's not going anywhere. This is what I was asking them prior to getting on is that a lot of them feel very quiet, feel very timid. Now, that could be their personality, or it could be that I'm trying to connect with somebody who's been passed for an extended amount of time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not like they've been passed just recently within even the past 10 years. It feels like further out. Would that be correct for like grandparents?
I only have one grandparent that was further than 10 years.
Okay. Or is it like that personality of the timid?
Some of them could be timid, yeah.
Okay.
Some of them not.
Okay. I feel like the one grandmother that I was talking to, she's more open and like trusting and like coming to me. And the rest of them are standing here, meaning that they're totally here for you and that they support and love you. It's just sometimes when they see me on the other side, you don't look like us. The best way that I can describe what I look like on the soul plane is that everybody's a light being. So they will look like in the shape of a body, but they're just beautiful light, and they're going to be brighter in color and like in whatever light they are, whatever shade they are. Normally they're just white. And I'm just going to look like this like little dim thing on the other side to them because I can dip over there, but they're just like, who are you and what are you doing here? So sometimes it takes them a while to warm up to me. And I feel like that with your loved ones because I was trying to pull them before and I felt this one female come forward first. And then you have a few in the background, but they're almost like, we're good over here. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be an interesting reading. if nobody's gonna if nobody's gonna step forward and chat.
Yeah.
Okay. This is definitely a grandfather energy. It definitely feels one separate. So I don't know if your dad's passed, but this does not feel like a father energy, even if your dad is passed, because this feels like that generation because he almost portrays himself. Now, I don't know. You got me all wrong. I'm like, explain it to me. He first showed me, and this could be like his personality. So he feels like he might have a bigger personality. He first portrayed me like he's a mobster kind of guy, like like Italian mobster kind of guy, look like or whatever. And then he's no, you've got me all wrong. He's like I'm a flannel fisherman, outdoorsy kind of guy. That's me. And I'm like, okay, why'd you show me the mobster thing?
Yeah.
And maybe he's trying to say his personality is like really sharp and like quick-witted. Like, okay. So he seems to be a bit of a ham. Like, I don't know if he has that kind of personality or if you remember that personality. He's definitely getting in on the card games as well. He's like a big card player, or it feels like at family functions, like he sits back and is quiet, doesn't want to be in the social event. But when it comes to if somebody pulls cards out, he's participating. Does that sound like who we
It's
know of?
possible, yeah.
Okay. Is this dad's dad? Because I almost feel like he has a message for your dad of he's explaining of he said, I think the best gift I gave to my son was teaching him how to fish. Does that make sense?
That could be, yeah.
Because he's
My
making it feel like
my dad does fish.
I was not around much, but he's making it sound like the best times that we had, the best memories that we had, and the best thing that I was able to give him was to teach him how to fish. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the deal. Like, we can guide this. I can still pull from them and see what they want to say. Were they bringing up your daughter earlier because you have a question about her health?
No, I don't really have any questions, I guess. I'm just hoping to hear
Just
from a couple of people.
okay.
Okay.
Are you sure with Tyler, like you weren't curious about some kind of skin condition? Like some kind of like eczema or something? I'm not sure if this is eczema or
No, my granddaughter, she has eczema, but
okay.
I think it's pretty well controlled at this point.
Okay. Okay.
But we've all had a little bit of eczema.
All right. Interesting. I do a lot of health checks because I do intuitive healing as well.
Okay.
So that's why I like when they were like, ask about Tyler. And I'm like, what do you want to ask? And she was like, check in with her health, like with this thing. And so I guess it was more the granddaughter. They're making me feel like Tyler still has flare ups more so than anybody else.
I don't think so. And there's some health issues with her. Both her and I, we're both trying to get down to the bottom of what's going on with us for a couple years, but I don't think she's had any eczema.
Okay. That's what they want to talk about. Do you, because that makes sense. Because I said, is there any health issues? I asked that first. And then I said, was there skin specific? But I asked health issues in general.
Okay.
So are you both having, let me ask them.
Okay.
I don't know why with, and I'm honing in on Tyler, so I apologize if it's not specific with you. Does she have something with like right side abdominal pain?
Not that I know of, not that she's mentioned.
Okay. Hmm. I feel like you've done all the avenues of like a parasite cleanse or diet change. And I feel like you're going through all these things, like taking a multivitamin and then taking another vitamin and then taking this and then stopping that. And then is it gut related? Is that why they're showing me lower abdomen?
Possibly.
I'm getting something with I'm getting something with calcium. I don't know what calcium has to do with in the GI tract, but because calcium tends to stick in like it can be overactive in like your feet and things like that. So I'm not sure how, look, I'm not a doctor, right? So they just show me specific things and I got calcium and I don't know if it's an excessive amount or if she needs more of it. So I'm not sure which end of it is. So look at calcium and what GI does because
Okay.
that's what they showed me. I don't know why. Calcium's a great thing to have. So I'm thinking, but if you have a maybe a calcium sensitivity, or if it's on the other end of if you're getting too much and it's like the body doesn't know how to process the rest of it and it's causing these like I just see irritations in the large intestine. I was like, is this a small intestine or large intestine? And actually, that's an easier place to diagnose because the small intestine is so much bigger than the large intestine. And I'm just seeing these little I don't know if they're polyps or bumps or whatever they are.
Okay.
So I just see that as an irritation. So keep that in mind and always talk to your doctor and do your research and things like that. So I just figured they definitely want to talk about that.
Okay.
So because I guess you've been, and it might be the same thing for you in the fact of like, you guys, it could be a genetic thing of that it's predispositioned. Calcium's such a weird thing. Like, I would think it'd be like a lactose intolerant,
Yeah.
but it's calcium. I'm like, what? I don't get that. But I'm just gonna leave it at that for
Okay.
with what I got. Okay. Why don't we do this? Just give me the first name of who you'd like to connect with.
Jake.
Okay. I was feeling a male presence right before, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not hitting the ball out of park with this one. So I was like, so let's see. And I've had to close my eyes a lot with this reading because I'm having trouble. And I'm not like you are wonderful. There is nothing wrong with you, believe me. It's just sometimes that's just how it is. There's no science to this.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why this definitely feels like somebody's separate than the original person that I was connecting with. This person feels like they pass from their own inflictions. If they and they almost feel more of a brother like energy. If they weren't your brother, they were like a cousin or a good friend. Girl, that's it. I'm throwing in the towel. I'm done. No. I'm like, at least you have fun laughing. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I'm really trying. Sometimes it could be that they're reincarnated, if you believe in that or not, but, or sometimes it's just that I asked them to be here. And not like your grandmother stepped forward. She was pretty good and came through and gave me a lot of images. She was quite chatty. Everybody else is like really passive. What is it with you and all the yarn and like the crocheting and the this and the that? Do you like to crochet? Is that what they just
No.
showed me?
No.
Like they just showed me this purple yarn and it like going being tethered to something. And I'm like, why are you guys showing me that? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you one more to give me to pull. Let's
Okay.
just throw it out there. Wild card. Come on, give it to me. Cause obviously I honestly don't even know if I can use any of this. horrible reading, and I'm so sorry. And
Um,
I am flat out just saying,
oh, this is not uncommon for me, so maybe it is just me.
okay,
I've gone to a lot of mediums and I really just don't.
okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little practice with you because
Okay.
honestly, I feel like your heart is closed off. With that telling me, it's more of you are so guarded that you are open. I love how you're open to the possibility and like open to the idea of it, right? But I feel like
Mhm.
your heart is really shielded, done.
Okay.
And not saying that's a bad thing. Believe me. Like I feel like everybody's had things that they've gone through that sometimes it just stops, right? So that's where I'm feeling the cutoff is there needs to be this. I'm not saying that you need to trust me and my abilities. I don't care. Like you, I just want you to be open to your loved ones and give them love and show that you're ready to receive something beautiful out of this. Because I'd really rather give that to you than even put this on my podcast. I really don't care. I'm here for you. So let's just do a, I want you to actually take your hands and do like heart center. And let's close our eyes and do a couple of deep breaths here. Just breathe in, exhale. And with each breath in, tell your loved ones, I love you. Please come closer to me. Come show me things. I'm so happy to have you here right now. Breathe in, exhale, breathe in, exhale. Much better. Okay, let's try again. Let's see, Jake. I don't normally scribble either, but I feel like I have to right now. Now I've had you say no so many times, so I'm almost like scared to come forward and say something. This might not be when they pass, but they're showing me as like little kids of you guys playing outside, running in the street, riding bikes together. So is this relationship, did you know each other as kids? Did you play outside? Did you have a street that you went out onto with Jake?
Okay. Do you want me to give more information?
Just tell me
Because
yes or no, and I'm happy to is it like did you know
kind
each
of,
other as
yes.
kids?
No.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. He gave me like
But we
it.
did
Oh,
play on the street together.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We can
And
take
he
that.
was riding bikes.
Okay. Riding bikes, and he showed me bikes. All right.
His family.
It is family.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be awkward if he had a crush on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Let's not. But okay. 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 Because you started showing me your hair and like how I don't know if you did it ever cutesy and pigtails when you were younger as a way to style it.
When I
Okay.
was a kid, maybe, I don't know.
Okay. All right. All right. He's like doing tricks on the bike, like he's like popping a wheelie, and I think he's wearing like Converse sneakers, like those ones that come up over the ankle, like the high top, and that's what it's called, the Converse. And he seems very confident, almost to a point of like almost cocky. And he's showing me like you're a little bit shyer and you would sit and observe and participate some, but he was more like the outgoing and personality and like vibrant and things like that.
When he was younger, he was
This is
more
I'm talking about
outgoing.
teen
No,
years.
no.
Mm.
But he didn't know me when he was a teenager.
I'm like he popped wheelies when he was older, like
No.
it did bikes.
I'm much older than him.
Okay, okay. He's showing me that he was laid to rest with, and I'm not sure, like I almost saw like his service with an open casket or if they had a wake and he had his favorite jacket on. Did he have a favorite jacket?
I'm trying to remember if he was wearing a jacket or not.
Okay. I feel like it
He was
was
wearing a favorite shirt, though.
okay. I feel like if it was a jacket, it wasn't like a blazer, a
Right.
sophisticated. They didn't put him
Yeah,
because
no.
that's not me.
No.
I was t-shirt and jeans kind of guy.
Mm.
And but I feel like there was a favorite jacket along with his outfit, or he was showing
I
me that you might have.
I do have his favorite jacket and it's hanging
Thank
in my
you.
closet. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I
Okay.
don't, yeah, I don't remember if he was wearing it or not.
Okay. Okay. As long as you had it, that's
Mhm.
confirmation right there that we're connecting to Jake and just wanting to get more out of it. So he showed me how he was laid to rest, and he's so grateful for everybody honoring. And he's funny because I didn't feel so popular until my wake, and it was like tons of people like lined out the door kind of thing. People waiting to get in. And he felt like he was so blessed to have so many people show up and support his family because that's who needed the support and love in that time. Like he was safe and well and already in heaven, but he was so grateful that everybody came together to help his parents and be there for him. This wasn't the one. I'm not even going to ask how he passed. I'm just going to leave it. But I don't know why he's showing me this really stormy day. And I'm like, I'm just trying to ask you, like, what's going on? And he's just, it's raining and it's raining really hard and it's storming. And I don't know why he's showing me that. That might be significant. You might know what he's showing me that for. Did you have the same circle of friends too? Like when I get that you might be family, but do you have a circle of friends that you guys all would get together and do stuff?
No, no, but his friends were there for me when he died.
Okay. Do you pick up like white? Are these seashells? Do you live by the beach where you're picking up like white little either stones or seashells and you think of him or this is like significant, these like little white seashells or what you're
I
picking up?
go to the beach when I need to for
Okay.
him,
For him.
for him.
So he's honoring and knowing that you do that and you think of him in that time and he's walking there with you. So know that he's with you in those times. He feels like you really helped him in his time of need. And I almost feel like you say the same about him. Like you guys were there for each other. It's almost like you leaned on him when you needed him and he felt like he could tell you anything and confide in you and be like, "Listen, like this is whatever."
Absolutely did.
Okay.
He
Okay.
told me absolutely everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deep connection and that's so beautiful and so rare that you guys had that. So his passing was so sudden and tragic that like it pulled the rug out from under you. Like I almost feel like you went and did this gasp and like back when you got the news. He wants you to know, like he shows me the rain, so you can explain to me. Sometimes I would love to know if I'm tipping around it. And yeah, please let me know if it was a car accident because it was a rainy day or whatever, and he's showing me that. But I was getting like just this stormy day, and I don't know what that significance is.
I'm not
But
sure.
okay. Does somebody feel responsible for his passing? Because here's how he put it to me is he almost put it that other people passed with him. And then he was like, no, that's not it. And he said it's that they are taking ownership of my passing. And that's not true at all. So I don't know if that's what you're doing. And he wants to give you that freedom of being like, don't hold that of the should have, could have, would have. He said, I want you to really take this time that I'm telling you right now through this lady that you need to just let that go because I have no regrets of how things panned out and I don't want you to sit on what happened the last moments of my life and like how that all went down. You guys talked before, right before. Is that what happened?
The day before I saw him, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because I feel like there was this talk, and then it's almost like that's where maybe between the talk and him passing that you're holding this guilt.
I am extremely thankful the way that things worked out the last time that I saw him because it was just by chance. and because nobody else was there to be able to help him, and I was, and I'm extremely thankful for that.
So I don't know if it's not you holding the guilt, then it's somebody else. And so that might be, don't feel like because you heard from me that you have to go and give a message to somebody. But if you feel in your heart that does need to be said, then do say that, because he wants, he doesn't want anybody to hold that that could have changed any outcome. It was already in the plans of what was going to happen in his timeline. And that was, unfortunately, as tragic as it was, his time to go. He has a good amount of people with him too. I feel like, I don't know if this is his father, and then he's got a set of grandparents. Like, I feel like he had a lot of people to greet him when he passed and went to the other side. And he was comforted and engulfed in the most unconditional love. That is the biggest takeaway that I get from spirit, is that if you knew how much unconditional love that your body is completely bathed in on the other side, they always explain to me, you would not shed one tear for me. So I hope that gives you comfort in knowing the space that he is. But I don't feel like I have to explain that to you, but it's almost like hearing it really validates and gives you that like peace and calming. So I hope that helps you with his tragic passing. He's very deep-hearted. He's very sweet and very kind, and he doesn't feel like he's very like quick-witted. Like the cocky person that I got before, I'm almost getting like a different person. I'm like,
Hmm.
why didn't you show me that before? And he just seems very calm, very kind, very like direct, not one to beat around the bush kind of thing. That feels like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He's beautiful. He's completely, and I could see why you could confide in him, because he just feels like a beautiful soul that was here to comfort you in the times that you need. And he said, don't think I can't hear you. I know you're talking to me. I know. I'm here for you anytime. And he's like, you just lean on me. I'm a phone call away. So I don't know if you pick up and pretend that you're on the phone with them, or because I've never said that before, that you like, I'm just a phone call away. Or if that would be something you guys would say to each other. That's the first time I've ever said that. So, no, that was a special message for you from him. I am so grateful that I was finally able to get somebody, and you are not broken. You are completely fine. Believe me, I've had quite a few that can be difficult to get. And I think it does have to do with, and it's not that you're not open to it, you're totally open to the
Yeah.
concept. I think you've guarded your heart so much that it makes it hard for your loved ones to come and connect with a medium, because it's not like they're coming to us, they're coming for you. And so it's like just opening your heart as well as your mind. And that helps connect to the other side. And the biggest thing I've learned too, in doing everything that I do with the other side, is the biggest things that you can do in life is forgive all the good, the bad, the ugly, all the people who have done harm, good, the bad, the ugly. It's very difficult, I know, but I say fake it until you make it, keep saying it and just keep going, and then give it unconditional love. And you'll feel that weight come off of you, and you will be free. I'm telling you, I'm almost getting teary eyed about it, because it's like, it is so powerful and it's so freaking true. It is so true. And I talk about it all the time with people. I'm like, people, you gotta forgive. Like, I know you don't want to. I know you don't want to. It freaking sucks. I know it. I do the same thing, because I'll be like, "Ugh," whatever I'm doing, like driving a car, and but you gotta, and I just gotta go, oh my gosh, I forgive them. I forgive them. And then I'm like, okay, I forgive them. And like I'll start calming down, and I'll be like, keep doing it, keep doing it. So I know it like takes time and it takes work, maybe journaling or things like that, but you are not broken. Like, I'm so glad that I was able to get a few messages for you
Me
from you.
too.
That was really special, and I hope you enjoyed that.
I did. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Here's what Tracy had to say in her own words about today's reading.
I didn't. I've pretty much learned to go into them not having any expectations. Hope, but not expectations. I think it went well, and in the beginning maybe it was a little bit difficult, but after you had me take the breaths and focus in, I think it went a lot better. That Jake is kind-hearted, and you described him very well. Oh, that's a hard one. Give it a chance and have an open mind and hope. Yeah, hope and an open heart. Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank you for sitting with me today. I
Yeah.
always thank your loved ones for coming forward. And I always thank you for sitting and allowing me to share my gift with you today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course, I loved meeting you.
All
All
right,
right.
you too.
Have a good night, Tracy.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.